Hi everyone, and welcome to today's lesson. So far, you've modeled your data, you imported it, queried it with Cypher, styled it, and even ran algorithms. But what if now you could talk to your database? Well, the great news is that you can. Say hello to GraphChat, a natural language interface inside Memgraph Lab. GraphChat turns plain English into Cypher, it runs the queries, and gives you an answer. No syntax needed, and GraphChat talks your dataset for you. Just head over to the GraphChat tab in Memgraph Lab and establish a connection with the provider of your choice. You have options such as Llama, OpenAI, Azure, DeepSeek, Anthropic, or Gemini. Today, we're going to establish a connection with OpenAI. First, you need to enter your OpenAI API key and configure the model. You can see all of your options here, such as the temperature, max tokens, frequency, and so on. And one of the options is setting LLM permissions. Here, you can choose whether you want your LLM to be able to write to your data, or to add nodes, add relationships, delete nodes or relationships, update queries, write queries, delete queries. But for now, I just want it to be able to read through my dataset and provide answers based on the current dataset. So I'm going to choose read queries and create this connection. Great, the connection is established, and now I'm ready to chat with my graph. Let's remind ourselves of the lesson 6 and the questions we tried to answer there with BFS, DFS, and PageRank algorithm. So I'm going to leave GraphChat in this view, and I'm going to add one more vertical split where I'm going to go into my collections and traversals and algorithms collection I used. I'm going to put this away so we have a better view, and I'm going to try to compare what GraphChat results would be and the results of our queries we got in lesson 6. First question we want to know is to find all people between 3 hops away from Lucy. So let's remind ourselves of the output of this query. If I run this query, we can see that DFS provided these results. So I have Alex, Sarah, and Mia that are max 3 hops away from Lucy. Let's now see what GraphChat answers to this question. So I'm going to ask, okay, find all people in my dataset that are within 3 hops away from Lucy. Let's see what it says. Okay, here are 3 people within 3 hops away from Lucy: Mia, Sarah, Alex, and Tom. Where did Tom come from? Let's check if this answer is correct. So I'm going to go back to the queries I previously ran, and I'm going to return the entire graph so we can analyze it a bit. So what I want to do is I want to find Lucy. Where are you, Lucy? Okay, Lucy is here. And we can see Tom is here. What GraphChat didn't account for is the direction of the arrow. So Lucy knows Tom, but Tom doesn't know Lucy. So Tom doesn't have any connection nodes that could lead to Lucy. So GraphChat read the graph correctly. It read this relationship and provided results. But with Cypher, you get much more precise results. Cypher knows the direction you want, and direction it has to go from some nodes to Lucy, not the other way around. That's why at the end of the last lesson, we asked ourselves, do we even need to know Cypher? And this is why the answer is yes. With Cypher, you get much more precise results. Now let's go back to our query collection and let's see what was our next question. Our next question was related to the BFS traversal, and we wanted to find the quickest path to someone who works at TechNova. Let's run this query and remind ourselves what did the previous results look like. So here we can see that we got 2 results. So I wanted the quickest way from Mia to somebody who works at TechNova. The quickest way is Lucy, of course, but we have another path of going through Sarah, Alex, and Daniel. Let's now see what GraphChat has to say about this. So let's ask. So let's see. Let's ask, what is the quickest path from person Mia to some other person who works at TechNova? So I'm wondering about the quickest path from Mia to other person who works at TechNova. Let's see what GraphChat has to say. Okay, so the quickest path from Mia to a person who works at Technova is through Lucy, which is correct. Let's remind ourselves. So Mia knows Lucy, who works at Technova. So this result was correct. Okay, and the last question we wanted to know is we wanted to find who is the most important node in my data set. So I want to know only one node now. I'm going to limit my results and I'm going to run this query again to see what we have. So we have that the most important node in my data set is node with the name InnoCore with rank 0.092. Let's ask that same question to the GraphChat without query, of course, and see what it says. It says that the most important node in your dataset is the company InnoCore, located in London and operating in the finance industry, which again matches with our results of the query. With this, we've shown that GraphChat really is such a powerful feature in Memgraph Lab. It has the ability to talk to your dataset and to answer questions directly from the dataset without you having to know Cypher. But again, we showed that if you want full control over your dataset and you want really reliable results, jump into Cypher editor and continue from there. GraphChat helps you move fast, but you're always in the driver's seat. I really hope you enjoyed this lesson. Tomorrow's our final lesson. You'll put it all together in a mini project and build your first full knowledge graph. See you tomorrow. Bye.